Welcome to our YouTube channel. Today we embark on intriguing journey into intricate world of prefrontal cortex, a vital region of the brain responsible for high-level cognitive functions and executive control. From decision making to social interactions, the prefrontal cortex plays a pivotal role in shaping our behaviors and personality traits. However, like any complex system, the prefrontal cortex is susceptible to dysfunction, leading to a myriad of cognitive and behavioral disorders. In this video, we will delve into the inner workings of the prefrontal cortex, exploring its functions and the consequences of dysfunctions, and how advancements in neurosciences are shedding light on potential treatments. So, buckle up as we unravel the mysteries of prefrontal cortex and gain insights into how its dysfunction can impact our daily lives. So, let's begin our video. The prefrontal cortex is a region in the brain, and also its dysfunctions plays a major role and has a great impact on us. So about this video, we are going to see about prefrontal cortex dysfunctions, Broca's area, Broca's aphasia, orbitoprefrontal cortex dysfunction, and personalities. So these are the contents we are going to explore in this video. So about the prefrontal cortex, the prefrontal cortex is the part of frontal lobe in our brain responsible for an array of vital functions including executive functioning, memory, attention and emotion regulation. Prefrontal cortex is the only part of the brain that develops for a longer period. It is the only part of the brain that is developed in the end. It is estimated that the prefrontal cortex continues to develop till the age of 25. Period of teenage till young adulthood is critical as in this time frame the prefrontal cortex is still developing. Our experiences, social interactions, and learning can impact the development of this region. In a teenagers, as we experience and learn about our surrounding and about the cellular connections of the prefrontal cortex strengthen to perform complex functional roles. So this is the parts of brain which was given in the which is given for the reference. So about this brain parts, we can see the frontal lobe, limbic lobe, parietal lobe, occipital lobe, and cerebellum. So about the frontal lobe is a plays a major role for our cognitive functions and day-to-day living, and also to the other functions, main functions. So the parietal lobe is responsible for spatial ability of the human and also has greater things for a greater role for understanding the spaces we are occupying. Next about occipital lobe as similar, and the occipital lobe is responsible for the eye movements and vision. So any damage to the occipital lobe is result in the damage for vision, and in the damage to the parietal lobe may result in people's understands towards their perceptions and for the illusions also etc. So next is the next about this. So, in this slide, we are going to explore about the prefrontal cortex. So, about this prefrontal cortex, this is located between the frontal lobe and the parietal lobe. So, this plays a major role for many things like attention, concentrations, executive functionings, emotions, etc. So about the prefrontal lobe, it is divided into three major parts: medial prefrontal cortex, lateral prefrontal cortex, orbital prefrontal cortex. The medial prefrontal cortex, this part of the prefrontal cortex is responsible for attention and concentration. Motivation to initiate a task comes from this part, and it helps us maintain our attention and concentration. Lateral prefrontal cortex. This part of the prefrontal cortex focus on planning and implementing daily life tasks, either simple or complex. The later part helps us gather the required information, make a plan in our mind, and execute it step by step. Damage can affect a person's ability to work on a task and can result in switching between tasks or abandoning the task midway due to difficulty in execution. The orbital prefrontal cortex is responsible for keeping our emotions and impulses in control. It helps us to control overwhelming emotions and refrain from behaving recklessly. It also helps us behave according to social norms and regulations instead of showing any emotional outburst. On the other hand, damage in this region can make us act impulsively due to emotional dysregulations. So, in order to increase emotional intelligence, this part is also responsible